So the second movie that I watched was called Follow Me, starring Ajri Bendacha. I apologize if I butchered the name. But this documentary was honestly kind of all over the place. But ultimately, the main thing that it was trying to emphasize was how brands utilize social media influencers to essentially boost the brand. So um, the documentary started off with emphasizing the importance of, proper and effective branding, and it uses the social media influencers because technological advancements have really taken over um, this era. So initially, the social media influencers were known as bloggers, but with the social media rise, they were called influencers because the brands utilized them. Brands highly value influencers because they help gather consumer opinion, and it also increases customer outreach. So the social so social media advances have even created a side hustle of selling followers, which is also another business because people are extremely obsessed with having a large following. An example of uh, you know branding working out effectively would be Dubai using its content to become one of the highest tourist attractions in the world. Um, Brands also capitalize off of photos with products. An example would be YouTube. YouTube provides content all over the world. It's accessible to everyone, and it has a high diversity following. YouTube allows for the expression of media from all types of people, and it provides an open, free, accepting space. And it's also used as an advertisement tool. So what happens is um, the brands will establish the social media influencers or users will establish trusted relationships with viewers and potential consumers of the brand. So it works out hand in hand for everybody. And also, brand compatibility creates a successful collaboration as well. These are just some things that I took from the documentary because it was honestly all over the place. Like, I didn't really know, it was just all over the place. So another topic was financial compensation, how it kind of works out for everybody. The brands are able to reach more consumers through the relationships with the influencers and the influenced. And the brands are getting more bang for their buck as they are positive that their advertisement will reach a particular audience because they use the influencer, which the audience values their perspective of the products. Um, so one thing that I found really interesting was how social media sites profit um, because they're free or whatever. You can download them for free. So basically, what happens is the free social media sites get our attention. We pay the social media sites with our attention, and the site logs our every move in history within the app. They gather every little information about the user as they can, and what happens is it allows them to better sell users to brands when they know you better. Um, so our information is constantly being logged, and with that, these free sites, partner with brands so that brands will kind of, I don't know, I guess get you, trap you. It's kind of hard wording or whatever. Basically, get you to trap you and sell their product to you because they'll know that you like it because the social media sites log your every action. And another thing that I found interesting was how social media sites terms and conditions are excessively confusing in the terms and rights agreements, and they completely disregard the fact that the majority of people who use these sites are children. So that was another way that these brands, along with social media sites, kind of get over on you. Um, Another thing that they mentioned was the contrast between authenticity and fakeness, I guess, if you will. There was disagreements in terms of what an actual influencer is. This is kind of how they ended off the documentary, but there was a lot of disagreement as far as what an actual influencer is, and ultimately someone who creates change in the world is essentially a actual influencer rather than somebody just who has a lot of money and is using their fame or fortune, if you will, just to brag. Another topic was how brands will also try to get influencers while they are just starting so that they can grow within the company, which was also another relation to management. Overall, like I said, this documentary was kind of all over the place and it was kind of difficult to relate to business management, but it's kind of an abstract concept of how the relationships, how it is important to have proper branding and establish good relationships, and the ways in which you establish those relationships can, drastically impact if your business is doing well or not. So that's ultimately what I took from it throughout all the other mess that was in this documentary about follow me, all that stuff. But yeah.